Do you have 20, 30, 40 or maybe 50 keywords inside your Amazon ads? Well, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. Hi, I'm Nicola Stonazzi, publisher since 2019, and in 2020 I founded Fast Book Ads for helping publishers and authors succeed with Amazon ads. And from 2021 my company became a verified partner of Amazon ads. And in today's video I will explain to you not only the logic behind the campaigns, how the campaigns work, and why it's better to have a lot of keywords inside them instead a few keywords, but I will show you also in screen sharing one of the accounts we manage the ads for. So we will go inside some of the accounts, inside some of the campaigns, and I will show you the progress they had in the past month and how many keywords you can find inside the campaigns we managed. Also, make sure to stay until the end because I will share with you a gift with inside the perfect initial bidding strategy to launch your campaign with. So let's jump over my laptop and my tablet and I will explain to you the exact logic behind the campaigns, not because I'm just telling you, but because we have tested all of the strategy, all of the campaigns for 6 years. We have tested everything and we made reverse engineering and discover what truly brings us results, what truly works. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's start this video with a really important concept that almost everyone is missing. The purpose of Amazon ads are only to increase visibility. The purpose of Amazon ads is only to increase the impressions. Okay, so number one purpose is only to increase impressions, because Amazon ads are responsible only to generate impressions. The responsibility of the clicks and the sales is of your book. Okay, your book is responsible for the clicks and the sales. So they have the power, they are not the magic button, but they have the power to increase the visibility of your book. So let's take for example that you published a book in a niche where there are a maximum of 10,000 impressions per day. Okay. If your book is selling 0, the result will be 0. Okay, so here you can try to generate as much as impression as possible, also 100,000, but if your book is selling 0, the result will be always 0. So it doesn't matter the strategy, it doesn't matter how many impressions you will generate. The most important thing is always your book and the conversion rate of your book and your CTR. Okay? When you understand that your CTR and your conversion rate is good, this is the moment to increase the speed, to generate as much as impressions as possible. Because if your book is selling 1 and you multiply for the maximum impression, we said 10,000 in the example we are making, okay, the result will be 10,000. Okay, but if your book is selling 10 times more, the result will be amazing. Okay, will be 10 times more. So, having made this premise, let's split the screen in two sides. Few keywords and a lot of keywords. Okay? So, why having few keywords inside your campaign? It's not good. It's not wrong. Okay? But, for example, let's remain in this example. Okay? Let me delete this. Okay, so 10,000 impressions. What does it mean? It means that in the other side of the screen there are 10,000 people looking for the keywords of the topic of your book. Okay, one impression, it means that in the other side of the world, of the country, of the screen, one people look at your campaign, at your ad. Okay? So you can create magically other people looking for the topic of your book. Okay? At maximum, you can reach all the people that are looking for the keywords, that are searching on the search bar of Amazon, that are searching keywords of the topic of your book. Okay? So let's take this example and let's suppose that we have published a book in a niche where you can find a maximum of 400 keywords. So for example, we publish a book called Vegan Diet Cookbook, and you can find a maximum of 400 keywords. Okay, I will abbreviate in this way to make it faster. So, if you are launching a campaign, for example, a campaign for this book with 40 keywords, that is very few, you are launching a campaign with the 10% of the power, of the maximum power you can reach. Okay, if you have books that are selling with very few keywords, try to add some more and you will see what will happen. Okay, but if you're launching your campaigns with only 40 keywords, 50 keywords, and you have the possibility to find so many keywords, this is only an example. Okay, I know almost every niche on Amazon, but I can tell you that for the 95% of them, you can find at least 200 or 300 keywords. Okay. There are niches in which you can find like 300, 3,000, 5,000 keywords. Okay, and subscribe to our channel, because in another video, now I will explain to you the logic, the strategy, but in another video we will go more practical, and I will show with you how to find so many keywords, like hundreds of keywords. Okay, and remember, at the end of this video, I will show you. We will go inside some of the accounts we manage the Amazon ads for, and we will go inside also some randomly campaigns, and I will show you how many keywords the Amazon ads have. Okay, so most probably, like everyone is putting inside of the campaigns only 40 keywords. What are they doing? They are putting only the most relevant keywords. So in this case, for example, vegan diet cookbook, vegan diet cookbook for beginners, vegan diet book, vegan diet recipe book, and so on. And these are the most competitive keywords. The keywords for which you have to have the highest bid to start generating impression. Okay, because if there is only one person bidding on a keyword, obviously Amazon will give him impressions. Okay, but if there are like hundreds of people bidding on a keyword, Amazon will give impressions only to the people, only to the books that are generating money for her. Okay, so if you launch your campaign with few keywords, you have low chance to get impressions. Okay, because obviously you have put inside the most relevant ones. Okay, also you have high chance to choose only competitive keywords. And for this reason, you have high chance to overbid, because you launch your campaign, you see that it doesn't generate impressions, and so what you do, you increase the bid, and when you get impressions, you are already overbidding and you can make profit. Okay, because you have to, at minimum, like you can go under this. If you are made 10 clicks, for example, at, I don't know, 70 cents, 10 clicks per 70 cents, you must have at least $7 of royalty. Why? Because you have a margin to get at least 10 clicks to see if the keywords are working or not. This is the reason why it's so much better to have, for example, a bid of 40 cents and a royalty like 7. So in this way you can make it almost 20 clicks. Okay, like 18 clicks before to go to break-even, to reach the break-even. Okay, before explain to you the other side, so the a lot side, we have to clarify that here a lot, it doesn't mean like 500, 800 or 1000. No, it means all the relevant keywords you can discover in your niche, in the topic of your niche, in the topic of your book. Okay? If you start your campaign with all the relevant keywords, so in this case 400 keywords, you have the possibility to start your campaign with a very low bid. And now I will explain you why. I'm just sharing with you a really effective strategy we use for every campaign we launch, okay? Every campaign. So, 40 cents is the bid to start the campaigns with. You can also start the campaigns with 30 or maybe less, but let's say 40 cents, okay? This is the progressive bidding increase strategy. Okay, here we are. Okay, you start here with 0.40 cents, and after 3 days you will increase. You will filter all the keywords without impressions, and you will increase the bid of these keywords of 2 cents. After 3 days, same thing. You will filter all the keywords without impression, and you will increase the bid of 2 cents. And so on, until you reach the maximum bid you desire. For example, I don't know, it depends also by the royalty of your book. For example, $1. Okay? In this way, what is the purpose of this strategy? Let's suppose we have 400 keywords inside the campaign, and we start the campaign with 40 cents. For example, 50 keywords will start to generate impressions immediately with 40 cents. Other 50 will start generating impressions with 42 cents. Other 100 keywords will start generating impressions with 44 cents, and so on, until we unlock all the keywords. Okay? So the purpose of this strategy is to discover the minimum bid to start generating impressions for all the keywords of your campaign. Because, for example, if we have launched our campaign with 60 cents, we will pay these the clicks of these 50 keywords 60 cents, and we are spending 20 cents more than necessary to generate impression, and we don't want that, because 20 cents multiplied by a lot of clicks are a lot of money. 20 cents multiplied by hundreds of clicks per day are your net profit. Okay? So this is the strategy to discover the minimum bid possible to start generating impression for all the keywords of your campaigns. Okay, so you start with a very low bid, and then you apply the progressive bidding increase strategy. Okay? In this way, with this strategy, by inserting a lot of keywords, all the relevant keywords in your campaign, what you will achieve? That you will have non-competitive keywords. Okay, because almost everyone is launching his campaigns with 30, 40 or 50 keywords. So you will have like 350 keywords with almost no competition. Then what? This way we have high chance to get impressions, because if the keywords are not competitive, anyone is bidding on them, obviously Amazon will give us impressions. Okay. Also, in this way, let me put it down this. Okay, so by inserting all the relevant keywords, Amazon will understand the potential of our book. And as I was explained to you, Amazon gives us impressions, gives to our book impressions when it understands that the book is selling. The book can generate a lot of money for it, for Amazon. Okay, so if Amazon understands with the non-competitive keywords that our book has potential to bring her a lot of money, Amazon will start to give us impressions also on the more competitive keywords. Okay. Now, I have something else for you. I have two strategies to start your campaigns if you are a beginner or you are a seasoned publisher. Okay? The strategy for beginners is this one. When you have to use this strategy, when you are not sure about your CTR and your conversion rate. You are not sure if your CTR and your conversion rate are good or not. Maybe because you are going to publish your first book, your second book, so you are not a seasoned publisher and you don't know if your book will sell a lot or not. Okay, so in this case, you have to launch your campaigns with all the relevant keywords. And as I told you before, at minimum 200 or 300 keywords per niche you can find. With other niches, you can find it more than 1,000, okay, but at least for the 95% of the niche, you can find 200 or 300 keywords. Instead, for the seasoned publishers, okay, and for the ones that are sure that the CTR and the conversion rate of their book will be great, or maybe for the beginners that have launched their campaign with this strategy and they saw that they have a good CTR and a good conversion rate, they can go and switch the strategy to this one. You have to adopt this strategy if you want to dominate your niche. Okay, because if your book is selling very well, let's suppose 10, as I told you before, and we have a competitor that is selling well, the same of us, so 10%, if you insert in your campaigns 30 keywords and he inserts in his campaigns 400 keywords, there is no way, trust me, no way to beat him. Okay, for sure, 100%. So if you want to dominate your niche, you have to add all the relevant keywords and all the synonyms. Okay, so in this case, for example, if we have vegan diet cookbook, we can insert okay, I know that it's not like a specific synonym, but for example, vegetarian diet cookbook, or something very similar, okay, like vegetables cookbook, veggie cookbook, fruit and vegetables cookbook, something like that. Not only the keywords with the vegan word, but also with other synonyms, okay, for example, vegetables, fruit, vegetarian, and so on. Perfect. Now we can go inside my laptop and I will show you some of the campaigns we have launched in the accounts we managed. Okay, here we are inside the first account. Okay, let's open this campaign, the campaign that brings us almost the most of the sales. Okay, so $2,000 spent, 6,000 of sales. Let's go inside the ads group and in the targeting section. Okay, let's see how many keywords we have inside this campaign. 1,018 keywords. Okay, let's see if our strategy works. Okay, as you can see, in the beginning we haven't a lot of impressions, 2,000 in a month. Then we have increased the impression, 44,000 in a month. We increased more and more. Here a little, almost the same, okay, a little drop. And then in March we achieved 264,000 of impressions. Okay, and as you can see, this campaign is very profitable. Okay, this campaign generates to us with 4,000 4,000 spent, more than $12,000. Okay, let's suppose that we would add only 30 keywords inside this campaign. And as you can see, there are a lot of keywords with sales. Obviously, not everyone, not every keyword, but with this strategy, you can discover all the keywords that can bring you money and you will stop the other one. So, for example, this keyword, we have turned it off because after some months we saw that it was not very good for the performance of the campaign, and we turned it off. Okay. Okay, now let's go to another Amazon Ads account. I have to tell you that these are accounts of our partner for whom we manage the Amazon Ads for. Okay, so maybe I can show you here. If we put year to date, as you can see, the performance are very, very good. Okay. Let's take another account. We can take this keyword, this campaign. I'm choosing the campaigns randomly, guys, okay? Just in front of you. In this campaign, same thing of the other one. Okay, maybe at the beginning you don't generate so many impressions because we start all of our campaigns with a low bid, but with the progressive bidding increase, you will achieve the maximum impression you can reach inside of your niche, obviously if the book is selling well, because as I told you, Amazon give you impressions only if your book is selling well. If there are other competitive books that are selling more than yours, Amazon will give the impressions to these books. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, 1,134 keywords. And as you can see also here, we have a lot of keywords with sales, and it's performing very, very well. Okay, great. Another account, as you can see, all of these accounts are performing well. Okay, this is a product campaign. So this strategy is not only for the keywords campaigns, but for the product campaigns too. Let's see how many ASIN we have inside this campaign. We have 348. Let's order with clicks. Okay. Okay, this is not the perfect example because here we have two ASIN that are bring us the most of the sales. Let's take another example. Let's see this one. How many keywords we have inside? Okay, guys, 2,210 keywords. Okay. And also here, as you can see, we have a lot of keywords with sales, and all of them are necessary to achieve the maximum net profit possible. Okay, because first we want to generate as much as impression as possible, because if our book is selling well, we want to achieve as many people as possible. Okay, because we want to generate as many sales as possible, and you can generate as many sales as possible only if you have as many impressions as possible. That it's the first step of the process for buying a book. Then we want to have as many clicks as possible that bring us as many sales as possible. Okay, so guys, this strategy is very, very powerful, not because I'm telling you, but because I show you with proof, with thousands of dollars spent, like 4,000 in this account. Only in 1 month. Okay, here 1,070, and here like almost $50,000 only in the 2025. As promised, here is the special gift for you. You can download below this video the K-Ads strategy, the strategy we use to launch and to find hundreds and thousands of keywords with inside the start bidding strategy. So make sure to download it because it contains a lot of information that can make your campaigns performing very well. See, and remember, subscribe to our channel because in the next few videos I will show you how I can find hundreds of keywords on Amazon.com. See you in the next videos, guys. Bye.